Have you ever dreamed of having your favorite musician perform just for you and your friends? Like, imagine Taylor Swift singing in your backyard or Ed Sheeran serenading your wedding guests. It sounds like something out of a fantasy movie, right? But what if I told you it's actually possible? For the right price, of course. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating, exclusive, and incredibly expensive world of private concerts. How much does it really cost to hire a superstar? What's the process like? And who on earth is shelling out this kind of cash? Stick around, because we are about to pull back the curtain on one of the most luxurious experiences money can buy. So let's get straight to the big question, the price tag. How much are we talking about? Well, it varies wildly. For a list, Grammy-winning artists think Beyonce, Bruno Mars, or Adele. You're looking at a starting price of at least $1 million. And that's just the performance fee. We'll get to the other costs later. Beyonce reportedly earned over $2 million for a private New Year's Eve gig. Jennifer Lopez has been known to command similar figures. For male artists, guys like Justin Timberlake or the Eagles are also in that seven-figure club. It's a staggering amount of money for what might be a 45 to 60-minute set. But what if your budget doesn't stretch to $1 million? Don't worry, there are more affordable options, and I use that term very loosely. Then you have the legacy acts and nostalgia bands. These are the groups whose posters you might have had on your wall in high school. They might not be topping the charts today, but they have a dedicated fan base and a catalogue of hits that everyone knows. So, you've picked your dream artist and you've got the cash. How do you actually make it happen? You don't just slide into Drake's DMs with an offer. This is where booking agents and specialized entertainment agencies come in. These are the gatekeepers. Their job is to field offers, negotiate terms, and handle all the logistics. When a serious inquiry comes in, the agency will first vet the client to make sure they're legitimate and have the funds. No one wants to waste a celebrity's time. Once you're verified, the negotiation begins. And this is where it gets really interesting. The artist's fee is just the beginning. You also have to cover all their expenses, and this is spelled out in something called a rider. A rider is a list of technical and personal requirements that must be met for the artist to perform. It's legendary in the music industry for its often outrageous demands. First, there's the technical rider. This details everything needed for the show itself, the specific type of stage, lighting, sound system, microphones, and backline equipment like drums and amplifiers. If you're hosting this in your backyard, you're essentially building a professional concert venue from scratch. This alone can cost tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. You'll need to hire a production company to handle all of this. The artist's own sound engineers and lighting designers will be there to make sure everything is up to their standards. Then comes the hospitality rider. This is the fun part. It covers travel, accommodation, security, and catering for the artist and their entire entourage, which can include band members, backup singers, dancers, managers, assistants, security detail, and even family members. We're talking first-class flights for the star and business class for the rest of the crew. 5-star hotel suites are a must, a fleet of black SUVs for transportation, and private security around the clock. And the food and drink requests? They can be incredibly specific. Van Halen famously had a clause in their rider demanding a bowl of M&Ms with all the brown ones removed. It wasn't because they hated brown M&Ms. It was a clever way to see if the promoter had read the entire, highly detailed contract. If the M&Ms were wrong, what else on the technical side might be wrong? Other artists might request specific, rare brands of champagne, imported water, organic-only vegan meals, or a personal chef on site. All of these costs add up, and the client foots the entire bill. When you add it all together, the final cost of a private concert can easily be double the artist's initial performance fee. A $1 million performance can quickly become a $2 million event. So, who is actually paying for these things? The clientele is pretty exclusive. The biggest market is for corporate events. Big tech companies, financial institutions, and major law firms will hire top-tier talent for their holiday parties, product launches, or annual conferences. It's a way to reward their employees and impress their most important clients. It sends a message of success and power. If your company party has a performance by Katy Perry, it's going to be the talk of the industry. Another major group of clients is ultra-high net worth individuals. We're talking billionaires, oligarchs, and royal families. They hire these artists for lavish birthday parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs, and New Year's Eve celebrations. For them, spending a few $1 million on entertainment is like the average person buying a new TV. It's an extravagant display of wealth and a way to give their guests a truly unforgettable experience. There are famous stories of Russian billionaires flying in multiple A-list artists for a single wedding party. Finally, there are exclusive private parties and charity galas. For a major charity event, having a big-name performer can be a huge draw, encouraging wealthy donors to buy expensive tickets and tables. The artist might even perform for a reduced fee or for free if it is a cause they deeply care about, though their production and travel costs will still need to be covered by the organizers. But is it worth it for the artists? Absolutely. For a superstar, a handful of private gigs a year can bring in tens of millions of dollars. It's highly efficient work. Instead of a grueling multi-city tour, they can fly in, perform for an hour, and fly out, all while earning a massive paycheck. It supplements their income from album sales, touring, and endorsements in a huge way. For older artists, it is a fantastic way to continue earning top dollar without the physical strain of a full tour schedule. They can monetize their legacy and their classic hits for a new generation of wealthy clients. However, it's not without its controversies. Some artists have faced public backlash for performing for controversial political figures or in countries with questionable human rights records. It raises ethical questions about where the money is coming from. Artists and their management teams have to be very careful about who they associate with, as a poorly chosen gig can lead to a public relations nightmare that damages their brand. They have a reputation to protect. So the next time you see a blurry cell phone video of a major pop star singing at a private wedding, you'll know the incredible amount of money and logistical planning that went into making it happen. It's a world where fantasy meets finance, creating once-in-a-lifetime moments for those who can afford the ultimate status symbol. It is a testament to the power of celebrity and the incredible value we place on live music. While most of us will have to stick to stadium tours and music festivals, it's fascinating to get a glimpse into this exclusive world of private entertainment. Thanks so much for watching. What artist would you hire for your dream private concert if money was no object? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this look behind the curtain, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of entertainment. See you in the next one.